Hello everybody. What's going on? Still gotta make some few adjustments here. Just gotta get that camera going here real quick. That way you guys can see my beautiful face that I am having here. Do we turn the light on or do we turn it off? What do you guys think? On or off? Reckon on would work? What do you guys think? Welcome to the stream everybody. We're playing Stanley Parable. And I was gonna set it up and have the title screen for you here, but I think this matters. I decided to start it off here. Let me know if the music and everything else is doing okay here. We're gonna turn off the music any second now here to get the full experience. Making sure I'm not missing out on anything. But yeah. Let me go through my routine. Hello, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hope you're staying safe and sound, watching ads and staying hydrated. As always, we're back. And I think I'm a little more enthusiastic about this game than I am about the Lego game. For some reason, I'm just really can't get into the Lego game as much as everybody else. It's a good game, but I'm not feeling like streaming this game as much as the other ones. So we're back here, and that's what we're gonna do. So, let's get started. I'm gonna turn off the music. It'll be quiet for a bit because right now there's no game audio. We haven't actually launched into it. So let's get rid of the music. That's paused. Let me turn off the sound thingy here so we can just focus on the main game here. Okay, that should be all ready and set to go. Okay, you guys ready to go? I am certainly ready, so let's do it. Do I turn off the lights or do I not turn off the lights? What do I do? Because there's a light in the back. I think I'm gonna leave it on just that way. I have a bit of more stuff to look at. So we have not played it before. This is a fairly bright game, so I'm not too concerned about. I'm gonna do it a bit brighter. Okay. Okay, let's do it. Okay, it's currently 7 past midnight. I think, do I wait for 8? I think I'm just gonna put 8. Okay, that should be the accurate. Oops. There we go. I'm a bit quiet, am I? I'm eating the mic. Wait, I can turn up my microphone. Hold on. So that way I don't have to turn it up this way. How's the sound now? Is it too loud? Just let me know before I continue further into the game. Let me know how the audio quality is. I don't wanna make it worse. Do I add another light source? Make it a bit more gloomy. I don't know why I'm looking into my stream screen. I should be looking into the camera. Sorry. Okay, is it better or do you need me to change it a bit more? Do I need to go louder or lower? Because I don't wanna continue until I know for sure that it's working. Let me take off my hoodie here. It is a bit hot. I thought I needed this, but I don't. Okay, so the latency should be at the lowest setting, so I should be able to read your. Okay, you say it's good. All right. You should be able to read your responses fairly real life or real time. Okay, let's see. I'll wait the title screen. I'm very excited for this. There you go. Welcome everybody to the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, which apparently added, I think, 41 more endings. So we have a lot to go through. I've always wanted to play this game, and as my description says, which is fairly short, I had no idea that this game is that you could play this game on console. I mean, I have a PC and the game is not very demanding, so my PC could probably run it. But I wanted to do it this way. It's more comfortable. So we're gonna play Ultra Deluxe. Now, there's a lot of choices to make, so Huang, you know you're here, so if you want me to make a specific choice, let me know. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna explore. I think the first run through we're just gonna do what the narrator tells us to do, just because to kind of get that feeling for it. But then eventually we'll just go ahead and drive off of the path here. I'm very curious because I've always seen gameplays of it. I've always seen like let's plays, and I'm really curious how the interaction between me, the player, and the narrator is gonna go. So let's get this started. First of all, let's look at the settings and field of view all the way up here. Camera sensitivity all the way up. No. Yes. For subtitles, nice. A game that actually knows to have subtitles turned on from the start. That's fine. It's fine. Audio. Let me know how the audio is, Huang, compared to my voice once I start off. So, we're gonna start off. I'm very hyped for this. Let's get it. Woo boy. Very quiet right now. Let's do it though.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
I'm not gonna skip it.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget.
Yeah.
He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Oh, here we go. Wow, this is the highest sensitivity setting. Field of view is also very high. I cannot jump. Okay, the jump button is like a virtual keyboard key. It's kind of cool. Oh, I can. Okay, I can crouch. I did not know I can crouch. I don't remember any of the people that I watched play this do this. You can crouch. Game is louder than you. Okay. Let me turn up my voice. How's it now? Turn it all the way up. My voice. How's it now? I mean, I can always turn on the game, but just let me know how is it now. It's at the max, my microphone level through the streaming app. Perfect. All right, cool. Let's get it. Get your first achievement. Okay. Okay. Interesting. And that's the cool thing is, oh, you can jump. All right. We already got 2 achievements. Here you go. I need to look into the camera. I'm sorry. Interesting. Yeah. Let's do it.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I know there
No
is...
matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I know there's a way to go outside here and unlock an achievement. I know that's a thing. At least Marta finally fixed his volume too. I can't hear him with all the gunfire and reviving. I did check out one of the streams and I could tell. I think it was just his audio settings, but his audio settings were really low that way. Oh, ahaha! I did it. I knew I could do this.
At first, Stanley assumed
Yes!
he'd broken the
It's
map
so bright,
until
I'm
he heard this
overexposed.
narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in?
Wow, overexposedness. Look at me, guys.
Okay,
I'm a fucking
over it
ghost.
now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
Yes. Oh, can I say no? Do
Then in that case, we'll continue. But now, here comes the real question. What do you think would have happened if you had told me that you wanted this to stop? Do you think it would have been particularly different? Would I have taken the same idea but rephrased it superficially to fit that answer? Perhaps you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue in the first place. Oh, now think about it. Will it be worth it for you to restart and then come back here just to do the other option? Clearly, this whole gag takes some time. What if the other option is even longer? How long will you spend in total just to have heard all the narration? Oh, and this is rich. Perhaps you've just played the other option, and now you've come to see what happens in this one. So, what do you think? Which choice was the better one? Imagine if you had selected continue on your first playthrough, how tantalizing it would be not knowing what happens when you pick the other option. Indeed, you are one of the lucky ones. Though if the other option is really miserable to listen to, then perhaps you're not. In fact, I'm just going to say that no one who's listening to this is lucky. Well now, I've built up the other option so much that I'm going to stop talking and leave you to your decision whether to come back here, continue with the game, or just sit in this spot forever and ever. Cheers.
Do I have to really quit the game? Can I? Oh shit, I guess I don't have an option. I guess we have to quit the game, dudes. Seriously? Oh, that's interesting. Ah, okay. Okay, good. I don't have to actually quit the game. I wonder what happens if we just kind of stay here. Just kind of stay here and not do anything, but that would take too long. Let's try it again. Okay, I'm glad that you can do it from within the menu. Because I wasn't sure. Because on PC, all the gameplays I watched are on PC. So I didn't know that, like, you would have to, like, just do it from like the actual pause screen. Or maybe it's only an option for console. Okay, I'm gonna do this again.
All of his co-workers were gone.
I want to try
What
this
could it
again.
mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers. At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure
Overexposed
and
face
its
again.
examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be?
Yes.
Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
What if I press no again? Ooh. I don't know. Do I press no or yes? I kind of want to press no again, but at the same time, I'm afraid he's gonna say the exact same thing. I'm gonna do yes.
Well, I don't know how to say this politely, but you could literally just restart the game any old time you want, like right now. You could have done it just then. Now would also be an appropriate time to quit.
What if I
Any
keep
of
going?
these points and so many, many more, all of them are appropriate. I'm enjoying what seems to be an internal conflict going on where you are literally unable to act on your own desires to restart the game. So, just to push the envelope, I'm going to try and make this as miserable as possible and see how long you can
Okay,
maintain.
here we go. What's he gonna say?
There once was a man named Stanley.
What the fuck?
Who people considered so manly.
Let's see how long he
But the
keeps
truth
going.
must be told, he was not very old
That's true.
and was quite particularly gangly. What Stanley liked most was buttons. He pushed them like some kind of glutton.
He's pretty good at playing
Did it
the
all
ukulele
day
or the guitar.
in a meaningful
Just a
way.
regular guitar.
But his brain had long ceased to function. Which is why he is in this parable and lives an existence quite terrible. And if you are not strong
So
and
weird.
keep playing along, you too will become quite unbearable. Yes. You too will become quite unbearable.
The guitar's quite nice though, I gotta say. I mean, he wasn't a bad singer, but I do enjoy the guitar a lot more. All you guys get to look at is this set of windows. I just want to know if he says something that, like, he didn't expect because he was like, "You still here? What the hell?" I am dedicated. I kind of contradicted myself because I said I wasn't gonna go off the path, but I already did. Sorry. Come on. So how are you guys doing? This is a great background music. How's you guys staping? How you doing, Huang? Or Huango Mango? Ah, that's such a great name. Mauro should have never said it, because that's gonna be all I'm gonna refer to you as, Huango Mango. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. How's Halo? How do you like the new update? You like it? I think it's okay. I don't think it's that great, but I think it's okay. It's definitely nice to have. What the fuck? Is he not gonna say anything? What? He's not gonna say anything? Oh, come on. I would have expected him to be like, "What? You're still here? Why?" I like that. That's kind of satisfying. Man, do I stay or do I go? Because I feel like if I stay, he's gonna do something. Fine. He wins.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I just hate my boss. Gotcha. Do I have a zoom button? Okay, I don't have any other option. I'm just pressing all the buttons to see. So okay, so the bumper and the trigger do the same thing. And then I have the X button, which is the keyboard button, and that's also the interaction button. And then of course, camera and walk. That's it. Nothing else. Last button standing is not my favorite, but they at least buffed the Ravager. Okay. Yeah, I hate last button standing. The only reason I had to play it was for the stupid.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
So yeah, I only played the mode because of the event, because you know how much I hate gun game modes, because it's basically gun game. Absolutely hated it. I like that the textures of the paper is actually pretty high res. I'm sure if I could get closer, I could read this. Huh. But the store's open. Shit, the huh. I was hoping that this would display the accurate time, but it's not. That would have been sick. But it's cool that it moves. Pretty much every game I know doesn't have that option. Oh, this is cool. I also like it because it's very crisp feeling, very responsive. So, you know. Yeah, I like this. It's very simple and easy to get used to.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I'm gonna do what he says.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Not cost efficient. Standardize. Graphs 40%, 40 times wider. Okay.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet,
This
but
is
there
my
was
life.
nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Can I close the door? Say something if I stay here for a little bit?
There
Is
was
this-
nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet.
At
No
least I have more to
reason
look
to
at
still
here.
be here.
I'm curious if I can get him annoyed. But I'm gonna stay here.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Nice. Nice abbreviation there, bud. Let's see how much I can
Are
learn.
you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing?
Yes.
Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm
Because
genuinely
it's fun
confused.
to annoy you, buddy. It is quite fun. Quite fun. Look at that. It's nice and clean in
You
here.
do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right?
Dude,
If I'd said Stanley walked
it's
past
engineer's
the broom
wrench.
closet,
It's
at least
the
you would
exact
have had a
same
reason
model
for
of
exploring it to
NG's
find
wrench.
out. But it didn't even occur
Or
to me because
is it
literally this
just a
closet
wrench?
is of absolutely no significance
I
to the
think it's-
story whatsoever.
Is it
I
the
never
exact
would have
same model?
thought to
I think the
mention
other one's
it.
a bit more exaggerated.
Maybe
they're-
to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favourite."
My
I
favorite.
hope your friends find this concerning.
I thought the reason I thought this wasn't a console is
Stanley was
because
fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is.
gonna take off
That
the
or with
glasses.
drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
hey, that sounds like the life. I thought this was a Steam game, so that's why I didn't think it would.
Well,
be a
I've come to a
console.
very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's
tape.
nothing here when a
Got
physical malady of some
wrenches.
sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed in front
I
of
knew it
your
was a
screen.
retextured TF2
Well, in a
wrench.
situation
I knew
like
it.
this,
Sorry,
the
my
responsible thing is to
one of
alert
my action
someone
figures is
nearby
covering
so as to
the
ensure
chat.
that your body is taken care of before it begins to
there
decompose.
we go. I moved it.
Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead.
I'm
They have
actually
fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological
but
vulnerabilities.
I'm actually-
It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them.
I'm actually...
All right. When you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
I'm actually at a console. No, technically a console is a computer in its own way, guess. But I'm playing on a console, not a PC. That's all I wanted to say. That's all there was. But yeah, I thought this was a retextured TF2 wrench. I could have sworn it was. So it's interesting. I'm gonna stay here. I want to see if I can annoy him even more. I think I can. I can push it. I can push it. And you guys have to sit here through this with me. Also, Huang, I don't know if you knew this, but Tabs is on Xbox. You can finally play Tabs. Because you're not streaming it anymore. What was the requirement for me to do to be able to play it? For you to stream it again? Because I really enjoy your streams. Come on, narrator. Say something. I don't want to give in. I'm sure that would say something else. So, guys, let's take inventory. So we got tape. We got a coil of wire, I think. We got a retextured TF2 wrench. Stream the Forest. Ah, that's what it was. Yeah, well, I don't have the Forest on Xbox. And Maudo isn't on consistently enough. So, unless he's watching the stream and is seeing my every move. We got a couple of wrenches. We got 2 rolls of tape. We got, seems to be a staple sort of gun thingy. We got a bunch of stuff here. I still can't jump. Got a broom. Come on, narrator, say something. I guess, is there more dialogue to this? No? Fine.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you.
I'm gonna go back. See what he says.
You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids.
That's funny.
Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
That's fucking hilarious. I didn't know he was gonna comment on me leaving. Oh, that's funny. What if I do it now? Does he comment? Yeah, what if I...
Coming to a staircase,
No!
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Oh, I was gonna go back into the broom closet after I trigger the next dialogue sequence. Ah, I feel really disappointed in myself. I'm gonna stay in here then. Money in the morning, money in the evening, money for breakfast, money crisp. I don't know what that's about. Of course the mirror does not work. It does not comment on anything in here. Extreme bathroom. Okay. Is there anything noteworthy here? The beige pages. Interesting. I could zoom. Open this. I can. I didn't know you could. Elevator. Business strategy. What the fuck? Shapes. I didn't know you can open this. Can I enter this one? Oh, What? Oh, that is... I did not know you can enter the elevator. What if I go up? That's like... Fuck. Hey, the narrator. I did not know you can go into the elevator. When does it stop? I enjoyed the music. Is this gonna be the narrator humming along? Jesus Christ, how far does this thing go up? It can't just be that, can it? How would... Hey, that's odd. Anything else I can interact with? Oh! Oh, that's because of the... Really? How odd. He didn't comment on it or do anything else. That is bizarre. Take the most expensive boss. No. Fam. Can't see that. I am. I'm stupid. Sorry. Sorry, I misunderstood what it said, because I had to get close to the screen here. Okay, well, I guess we have no choice.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number.
Damn it.
2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Oh, there's no elevator music this time. Bum, ba-da, bum, bum.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building. Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof, the heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Hold on. Guess that would open this door, huh? So I pressed them all in order, but I guess maybe after I turn on the power.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty.
We'll turn it off. And in the next cycle, we're going to turn it on, and then we're going to press the buttons in the right order. What's up, Obi-Wan? Welcome to the stream. This is me. Thanks so much for stopping by, washing hands and staying hydrated. We're playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
And a rising chill of uncertainty.
This is the first playthrough, so we're going to follow the narrator's order stuff, and then after that, we're going to deviate, so...
Yes. He had won. Woo! He had defeated the machine. Woo! Unshackled himself from someone else's command.
Obi-Wan, dude.
Freedom was mere
How's your show going?
away.
Is your show okay? I'm really curious how it's going to turn out.
Even as the immense door slowly opened,
no, I know
Stanley
it is. I know it is.
on how many puzzles
I know it's
still
from the
lay
Discord.
unsolved.
Wait, how did you find this channel?
Gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand.
What is this game? You don't know this game?
No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel.
That's crazy.
Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know.
But my profile should have linked the casual clone.
The only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Wait. My profile should have... Hold on, let me check. What? But if you go on my Discord profile, it should link you to my casual clone. Not my main channel. What? What's up, Sal? I've been streaming for about an hour. We're in our first playthrough, so we're not deviating yet, so you didn't miss much. I'm just really confused why my wrong channel is being linked from my profile. It showed that you were streaming on YouTube. I mean, it is showing that, yes, but I don't want people to, because you just got a face reveal. My casual clone, the casual clone is like, I don't want, that's gonna be a channel where I don't want to show my face, so ideally, I don't want that to be something that people see when they click on it. I don't want, what do I, hold on. Let me see. Because I don't want people to know my face. Because that's what can turn people off. If I review stuff, I want to review it. So, yeah. I mean, we're not missing out on much right now. Because this is about to be the end of the first one. Yeah. Wait, you've seen my face before? How did you see my face? My Instagram? My main Instagram? Was it that one? Shit, I don't know how to fix that. Count. Think so. Okay. Probably linked the wrong account. Can you send the link here in the comments and see how it works? What the link to my that's on my Discord? Hold on. While I'm trying to troubleshoot this, you guys get to listen to some more Spotify. Let me get this out for you guys. There you go. If you guys want to know the song name, here you guys are. While I try to troubleshoot this, so give me a sec. I have my computer. Oh, I didn't see you message me. I don't know how long I'll be streaming Obi-Wan, to be honest. Oh, I can disable streaming. Ah, I disabled it for now. Let's have a look here. Settings. This is okay. So if you go to if you manually click the link, that's what happens. Connections, here it is. Aha, gotcha. Can I connect another one? Oh, I can. Oh, can I connect a second? It says it's connected. Let's. Ah, cool. Okay, cool. I can. Oof. Fixed it. I figured it out. So, the cool thing is, let me turn off the music again. Sorry about that. So music off. So the cool thing is you can link multiple YouTubes, which makes sense on Discord. So right now what I did is I enabled Casual Clone to be the one that's linked and shows in my profile, whereas I disabled the Nerfs one to show in my profile. So you got an exclusive viewing chance and subscribe chance to my main channel, which isn't very which isn't as active as my clone one. This one's just for fun. So now, how do I do streamer mode? Can I re-enable it though? Ah. I just wanna I wanna enable it so that people can see that I'm technically streaming, but they shouldn't be able to access my main YouTube through. Okay, whatever. If they do, oh well. Alright, let's do this. Sorry to keep you guys waiting. Thank you for your patience. I really appreciate it. I think I followed your main account the first time we played BF2 together. Ah, gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah, I think I fixed it. I think I fixed it.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Woo! And that's the first playthrough. Time for the devious playthrough. Achievement unlocked, beat the game, complete Stanley Parable. Well, not entirely. There's a lot more to discover, and I'm excited to do that. So, let's do it.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Kind of want to try
Perhaps
this.
he had
I
simply
want to try
missed a
this
memo.
again.
No matter how hard
I wanna try
Stanley
this
looked,
again.
he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I just want to see what happens if I try it again.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map, until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along.
Woo!
He
Yes,
then
it
praised
was.
the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be?
Does
Why
involve
don't we
the
take a
freedom.
minute just to drink it all in?
This game is
Okay, I'm over it
ingenious.
now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
Overexposed face again. Okay, I'm just gonna say. I'm just gonna restart before I even answer. That's what I'm gonna do. Because I don't want to go through the dialogue. Just wanted to see if anything changes. I'm curious why I didn't get an achievement for that. That would have been a really cool idea to
Wait,
get an achievement.
Stanley thought to himself. Am I sure that the orders stopped coming in?
It's unique
How
dialogue.
is that possible? They never stopped. Surely I was mistaken.
He didn't say that the first time we played, did we? Did he? Okay, everything else is the same, so let's just head for it. Let's deviate.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Beginning that involves playing a minigame for 4 hours. What? Oh, you bet your ass I'm not gonna do that.
Really worth it being here in the room.
Right, I'm gonna annoy
A
him
room
again.
so utterly captivating
Yes.
that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Yep, let's annoy him a little more. I like the broom closet. I like that when we exited the broom closet and went back in, he's
At
like,
this point, Stanley's obsession
Second
with this
player and
room
stuff.
bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
damn, you calling me a psychopath? Alright, so how's y'all's day going? You guys are doing okay?
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue, but when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
I don't believe that that's the last piece of dialogue. I believe there's more. I'm gonna keep the glass off. I keep forgetting that the reflection of the light from my camera is making it hard to see my eyes. Oh, and I got a message. This is the perfect way to check my messages here. Yes, I know. Alcohol is starting to take effect, but not really. Why? Wait, you drinking, buddy? Why you drinking? Why you drinking, huh? Huh? Did I miss something? Did you graduate? I know that Chris graduated. At least he told me. Coffee nut. We had a small party for the moms and some in gorditas. I very much am jealous.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room
damn it, I can't
and
go
took
back.
the first open door on his left to get back to business.
I'm drinking and I'm drinking because yes, love it. No.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Yep. I'm drinking. I love the I'm drinking because yes. Hey. Oh, it's an open door. What? Wait,
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot. But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Aw, I don't get much more than that. Did I get an achievement at least? No? No achievement? Apparently not. What a bummer.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Number one, Dad.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Okay, so he did say it. Hey, let's go! I didn't even notice. Woo! 420. Yes. As soon as you get used to streaming with the camera on, because I keep looking at the text and not at you guys. Wait, am I tripping? I think I'm tripping. This does not seem. I guess it is.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
What if we stay in the employee lounge again for a longer time?
Wow. Yes. This room. What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous,
I gotta go
gorgeous
socialize
room.
out here and still
Thank goodness Stanley
sounds
had
good.
taken
Have fun,
this detour
buddy.
on
Enjoy
his way
and don't
to the
drink too
meeting
much.
room. Life without having experienced this room was now too horrible even to consider.
I think this is unique dialogue. Let's make him wait, shall we? Because I feel like these things should give you achievements, but they're not.
Yes, really, really worth it being
This
here in the
does
room.
seem like it's the same.
A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished,
Yeah,
here you sit looking at these
It's the
chairs
same.
and some
I'm not
paintings.
gonna
Really
make
worth
you guys
it.
sit
But
through that
eager
again.
to get back to business, Stanley took the first
I'm
open door on his
drink.
left.
You better fucking be careful, though.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of
Welcome
this,
to the
but
stream,
I
buddy.
really
Thank you
do
so much
want to
by.
help you, to show you
Hold on.
something beautiful.
Hold on.
Look, let me prove it.
Sorry, he's
let
talking.
me prove that I'm on your side.
Speedrunning
Give
this
me a
game.
chance.
Very nice. I'm not a speedrunner myself, but good for you, dude. That's awesome. I might. Who knows? I might. I don't even know how you can speedrun this game because there's so many endings. If you're speedrunning the one true ending, I'm curious how you can speedrun that because that seems fairly quick as it is. But yeah, dude. Let's get it. Remember this, guys, remember this. I've been wanting to try this out ever since I watched Jacksepticeye get the bucket, but he hasn't gotten to this point yet, so I'm actually curious. Blind speedrun. What? Okay. I'm
Now
not
listen
trying to
carefully,
spoil
this is
it, but
important.
I mean, you are watching.
Stanley walked through the red door. Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Never played it before, but I speedrun. I've gone through this part. Okay, good.
All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me
Okay,
stop
sounds good.
you.
Thanks for stopping by, though.
You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place.
This reminds you of TF2.
Broken rooms, exposed developer
yes.
textures. Is this what you had wanted?
Thank you for the
Was it
sub.
worth
I didn't even
ruining the
realize because
entire
it doesn't
story I'd
notify
written
me
out
when somebody
specifically
does.
for you?
I appreciate it.
Do you not think I put a lot of time into
I
that?
do.
Because I did. And in the
I'm
end,
not
it was
very
all
active
for
on this
nothing,
channel,
because this
so
is what you
appreciate
wanted
it.
to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and
like
unknowable
crouching.
desires of yours. What would have made this game
Look at me go.
better? What did you
Crouching.
want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees?
I want a
Work
gun.
with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far.
I want a gun, please.
Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a
Jacksepticeye
new
ones in a
design, and you
bucket.
can
I
give me
want a
some
gun.
feedback. There we go. A third option.
Well, I know
this
that,
already
but
feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead,
well,
Stanley.
I appreciate it.
Take
Thank
it for
you.
a spin.
Oh shit! Okay, that's interesting. There's. Oh cool! I never noticed this. This is actually kind of nifty. Okay. What happens if we don't go through that door? I'm gonna go through this one.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
Okay, I know what he answers when you answer with 1 because I watched Jacksepticeye play it. Now, I'm not gonna answer with 5 because it's obvious. But what if I just press 2? Why do you stream on YouTube and not Twitch? Well, because I do happen to have more subscribers on YouTube than I do on Twitch, so that's why. But I used to stream on Twitch, but it's harder to get a following on Twitch than it is on YouTube. Or at least for me. This channel is super old, so I got like my majority of subscribers from back when I used to do Nerf gun reviews, which you can see on my channel if you go all the way to the bottom. Alright, I'm gonna press 2.
Oh, well, now this is useful. You didn't like it, but you didn't totally hate it either. You enjoyed it, perhaps is the correct term. It didn't cause you excruciating pain. Big steps we've made here today, Stanley.
Interesting.
Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one.
I think it's interesting because I think it's
look.
unique dialogue already. Well, this part wasn't. The Stanley Parable Worldwide Leaderboard. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Let's get it. Beat the minigame. What's the minigame? You mean the baby one? This is not an actual leaderboard, by the way. If it was, it would be cool. But it's not. Look, there I am. Hey, what's up? What's up? Oh, I was trying to crouch with B right then. So. Alright. Okay, so what if okay, I'm gonna go through this one now.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
Made it worse. I haven't chosen 2 yet. Yet I need to leave. I keep my playthrough blind. Sorry. It's okay, man. Thank you. Thank you for stopping by. Once you're done, you can maybe come back. So, take care, buddy. Thank you for stopping by.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
So do I have to do this
In
for
this
4
game,
hours?
The baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right.
Really?
And if he reaches the fire, you fail.
I'm not gonna
It's a
do
very
this for 4
meaningful
hours.
game.
You wish.
All about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice.
Because everybody's
But of
going to
course,
keep the baby
the
dying.
message
Let's see
of the
how
game
long.
only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it
that's
4
why.
hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
This is something to do in my free time. Yeah, no, I'm not going to do this. This is also way too loud.
You horrid
Ew,
bastard.
my favorite sound.
Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me.
Best gameplay.
I'm not even going to try. I'm out.
buttocks.
I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see.
Oh my god, this is my favorite part. Oh, I'm really excited for this. So, before I continue, if I remember correctly, This is the part where we play in Firewatch, where we get put into Firewatch, which is my absolute favorite minigame of all time. And I've been a gamer for all of my life. And when I saw this, I wish I would have experienced this myself. If I would have known, I would. But dude,
What do we have here?
oh my god. Let's see.
Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Oh, that's so cool!
Aha! Fascinating.
Oh man, that's
What do
so
you think
cool.
this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory?
Oh,
What
that's
is our
so
motivation?
cool.
Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy
Oh my
man
God.
spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower.
Oh, that's
perhaps for some
so
sort of
cool.
twisted erotic purpose.
Oh
Yes,
my
that
god.
must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total
It's-
mental
oh,
depravity.
this is-
So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
Oh my god, dude. You have no idea how much I love this game. You know what I'm gonna do? I've played this game like 3 times already, and I streamed it twice. I think I'm gonna play it again just on Xbox. Just because this game is so good. It's I don't know why, but it's the music. It's a combination of the music, the visuals, the dialogue. I don't know if they took out the Minecraft part. I don't know if I didn't even know that there was a Minecraft part. But this is it's just so freaking cool. When I found out about this, it's just oh my god. And the details, like, again, the details on this is just crazy. Like, I wonder, because they even have whatever, I forgot what her name was. They even have her tower in the back. And I wonder how far, I hope, because Boundary Break has, I don't know if you guys know the channel, but they boundary break, so they kind of go off. I wonder if in that new video they put out today, they explored this and how far it goes. Because I'm really, really curious if the map is like the entire map. I don't believe it is. Or if there's more. Because I know that once you go out and you want to try to explore, it's going to set up walls. I'm just really curious. But this is one of the coolest like Easter eggs that I have seen ever. Because it's technically an Easter egg. Because for people that never played this, they don't know what the hell this is. But for people that did play this, oh my god, dude. I'm sorry, I'm like geeking out. If you guys haven't played it, the game is called Firewatch. If you have not played it, Juango Mango, if you haven't played it, please, I implore you to play it. It probably isn't your kind of game, knowing you, it's not the kind of game you probably enjoy, but god, I love this game. It's my absolute favorite game. No doubt about it. It's just so phenomenal. Oh my god. Just the details. They literally ripped this straight out of the original game, I think. Oh my god, I cannot get over this. This is so cool. I wonder at what stage of the game this takes place. I mean, it definitely is taking place after the character that you play as arrived, because you have the picture of him. This is text say. I can't read it, but it seems like it's the same text. Again. I can't read it. I'm sorry, I can't read that. God, this is so cool. It just brings me back. Because look, if you guys can see all the way in the distance, that tree where that fence is, You won't be able to go there, but it's still, like, there, so...
Oh, no. No, it can't be.
So cool, dude. I kind of don't want to move, because I want to just enjoy this again. Wait, where's the outhouse? There it is.
It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off.
No. No.
Oh, thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. You nearly wandered off into that thing. That big, open, just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game. Preferably something with walls.
Reference.
Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls.
Even for you. I know you don't play that game, but you know what game I'm referring to.
Okay, I think this will be just the thing.
Oh man, dude. So cool.
Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in mind.
This is so
Just
cool.
a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here.
It's so
now,
creative.
This is game design.
It's so unique and creative.
Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
So cool.
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together.
I mean, Rocket League can be fun with friends.
Okay, Stanley.
But the main thing I enjoy from Rocket League is the music. Oh, I'm faster.
Are you doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun? Is it better than my miserable little story that I worked so hard on? Stanley, I have a thought. And I realize I'm not a sportsologist, but if one ball generates a certain amount of raw adrenal pleasure, then surely multiple balls makes for an even more euphoric sports experience. I'm going to try it out. Here comes another ball. Yes! Oh goodness, that really does feel amazing, doesn't it? Stanley, I'm like a child in a confectionery shop. I simply have to have more. I'm insatiable. More balls!
I know how you can escape this, but I want to see after I get all the balls into the goal, what happens. Because Jacksepticeye, he fell through one of the goals.
Are you enjoying this, Stanley? Are you having fun? Is this a real video game? Well, I sure hope
maybe
you're
we'll
having a
get
good
into
time,
Minecraft.
because guess what? It's over. That's right. Your little fun comes to an end. This is my game, and what I say goes. You get to have fun when I let you, Stanley. Besides, you need someone like me to set boundaries for you. Without rules or boundaries, video games are nothing. Yes, that's what I am. I'm structure. I'm your sense of purpose. And since you decided you didn't want to play my game, now I don't want to play with you either. So, goodbye, Stanley. I'm leaving. See how you like it when I'm not around to set the rules. Somehow, I don't think you'll enjoy it as much. But who knows? You're an inventive kid. You'll come up with something. After all, you're the one who knows best. Take care, Stanley.
What? Aw, man, I would have thought that there's more. Time to slam a Spleeby? What the fuck? Hey, let's guys. You wanna get some Spleeby? Let's get some Spleeby, man. Hell yeah, dude. Let's go. Supreme Spleeby. It's funny. Really? I'm just gonna be stuck in Rocket League until I fall through one of the goals. I just think this is just such a unique and creative design of a game, so I think it's cool. But I don't have a choice. Or do I? Okay, Huang, do you want me to wait? Or do I jump in? / fall in, because I can't jump. You decide. Well, I check my messages here. Do a flip. I wish I could, but okay.
Hold on. What are you doing? Stanley, don't do that. I
This is
can't follow
giving me
you there.
Portal
I
2
can't
vibes.
help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that.
Hey.
Stanley, come back.
This is giving me big time Portal 2 vibes, dude. Oh. That isn't creepy at all, but I know this isn't a horror game. The old office of the original source mod. Yeah, I would have assumed the same. Oh. I didn't do anything.
I wonder what he found.
Oh.
If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I was texting. Speaking of which, haven't had a good horror game in a while. You mean myself, or you haven't played a good horror game in a while?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. What was it about this room that called so deeply and so personally to Stanley? Its grace? Its subtle charm? No. Stanley knew it was something deeper, something darker. Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Really? Really fucking worth it? Nothing special.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
What do you say, guys? Do we take this first open door? Or do we go this way? What do you think? Do we obey or do we disobey? Whee! Close the door. Come on, guys. What do you guys say? What do you say? Close this door. Pretend it's never there. Close that door. Can you open this one? Okay, guys. If you don't give me an answer, I'm just gonna go. Boy. Let's see. Alright, I'm just gonna go.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years
No,
ago.
we're not gonna disobey.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
For her?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
What? Ooh. I don't remember this. Oh.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to
Not
do
gonna
this.
answer.
To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Ah, yes. Gotta love disobeying orders. Because, I mean, all I can do. Come on, narrator. I want some dialogue out of you. Overexposed. Oh,
Stanley,
interesting.
is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right.
I can't move. I can't move.
Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Damn.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to
Damn.
commit their life to you?
That's
I'm
fucked.
trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
Hold on. Just replying to some texts. Can I leave? Can't.
Sorry, but you're in my story now.
What a piece of work. Really? Hidden wall, door. Son of a... Guess I got to Hey, welcome back. You're not the only one here. Just one of them isn't as responsive.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
What? What if I don't? What if I don't? What if I press... Okay. None of the other buttons do anything. Pause. I don't want to press the button. Fine.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Can I press anything?
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what
Oh,
he's told to do.
Interesting, it's
Now
changing.
he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life. But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful, and each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
I don't want to watch TV.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Ooh. With the boys? It's with the boys! I need to be quiet, sorry. It's already 1:30 a.m. With the boys.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold. As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Oh no. Oh boy.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Wife, I love you.
But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it. You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's...
That's gonna make me want to go back all the way and then actually not push it. God.
Electing to kill himself. How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
This one I'm not gonna press. Because I feel like if I, you know, don't press it, then nothing will happen. Because every time I tried not doing anything, I never got dialogue, so... I don't know. Let's see what happens. See? If I don't press anything, then...
I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the
You didn't give me a
rules.
choice.
I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button.
What the fuck?
And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
What? It didn't give me a button. It didn't give me a specific button to press. Did I just die? Oh god. We're back in this office.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the
What
meeting
the
room.
heck?
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Why is it all blue? That's so odd. Another thing that's odd is that the 7 is not level. Guys, what's going on? What the fuck? Dog mode? Can I press dog mode? No, instead of a keyboard, it's a dog. Let's go! You know, that's awesome! That's so awesome! What was that say? Bro, that's awesome! We found the dog mode. Sick, dude, that's sick. Let me just look at this real quick. That's cool. That's really cool that we have a dog now. Can I open any of the other doors? Yes.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference. Nor
Well, it
did it
did.
advance the story in any way.
I did, because I got a dog now. But I didn't get an achievement. I wish I would get achievements for this, because I feel like it would be such a missed opportunity to not give an achievement. Oh, there's a door here. Nope.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Let me see. I'm gonna try the broom closet again.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief,
Yes!
Stanley decided to go, oh no, no,
Yes!
not again.
You
I won't be part of
remembered!
this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
Oh, man. I want to see. Okay, I'm going to wait a little bit. See what he says. If he doesn't say anything, I'm going to go out and then back in. See what he says then. Okay, I don't think he'll say anything. Let's exit. Gonna say. Gonna say anything if I get back in? Aw, come on. Really? Nothing? Aw, what? Aw, that's a bummer. Oh, this guy sent me something pretty cool. Well, I guess Broom Closet ending is done. I can't get any more dialogue out of him. Well, unless I go back in the next, like, rerun.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
No. I'm not gonna bother reading that. Oh, we're here.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired.
I still got the perks!
And in such a competitive economy,
yes,
why had he taken that risk?
That's so
All
cool.
because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went?
And they're just so self-aware.
And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange, this can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
This is so trippy.
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream.
Oh, I'm getting dizzy.
So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up.
No! I'm not done.
He felt the cool weight of the blanket.
I actually got dizzy from that.
The press of the mattress on his back. The fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment and my wife and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been.
Always been,
my life is
baby.
normal.
I can support.
Everything will
Let's
be
go.
fine. I am okay. Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
I can't bark anymore. See? Can you hear the button mashing? I can't bark.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy, this much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better.
Shopping for action
Then she
figures while I'm
remembered the
shooting,
meeting she had
'cause I
scheduled
can't
for
do anything
that
else.
day. The very
Except for listen to
important
him.
people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Nothing really worth buying here, so. Emails. Ooh. Okay. Let's do it.
I can't wait to
Orf.
tell this story to my co-workers, Stanley thought. How amusing they'll find it. Oh, won't we all just laugh and laugh at the time I thought everyone had gone missing.
Whoa! What? You saw that, didn't you? Was that me? What the hell? And I also
Stanley went
realized I'm-
around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Like, are you joking or did you genuinely not see it? What the hell?
Stanley clicked on literally every single door in the office because he doesn't pick up well on cues from his environment.
So. That was so weird.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Dude, that was so trippy. Like, that genuinely
Yet there
kind of
was not
scared
a
me for a
single
sec.
person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might
Son of
find an
a
answer there.
Bitch. You're kidding me. Let me in, please. I swear, I'll only go in real quick. Oh, they did it again. Oh, come on. Please let me in. Oh my god.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
see what happens if we do this now. Just kind of going in there is worth it alone for the music. There's something that can happen from this. It's a fucking elevator. I feel like if I wait long enough, shit's gonna go happen. There's something behind this, because obviously the music's changing and the way the narrator hums to the music is also unique every time, so it's not repeated itself yet. So how's it going? Just kind of vibing. I feel like there's something that happens if I just stay in the elevator long enough. And it's perfect because I can check my messages, so. I actually like this song. It's quite nice. He's already getting tired of it. I can hear it in his voice. Come on, narrator, do some. Come on. Oh, is it 2, 3, 4? Okay. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, I think it's repeating itself now, so. What? Oh, but I'm just down to that. Uh-oh. Shit. Help? Why is this page glowing? Recommendation from the Oversight Committee. I'm stuck in the elevator. Help, please. I'm stuck in the elevator. Usually, it fixed itself if I press the button the second time. Okay, help me. I don't want to have to restart the game. Guys, I have to restart the game, man. Ah, shit. Wait, that was unique. The wow was unique. Well, I mean, there's only one option, and that's restart the game, so. Let's see how long we can go without you guys leaving or getting annoyed. That was also unique. Come on. I don't know what to do. I can listen to the elevator music as well all day, but I have no other choice. It's getting very long, and you guys are watching me do this, so you know. Okay, let me try. Interesting. So now it's locked even though I close it myself. Okay, wait, does it...
A soft wind blew outside and perhaps rain started, and if it did, it stopped shortly after. Stanley hoped that he would one day see weather.
What? The fuck? Okay, can we see him again? The last playthrough, for those that didn't see it, you could see yourself, you could see Stanley walking past that door. And I found that to be quite interesting, because obviously every time you walk out of that, office of yours, he said all of his co-workers were gone. So even if it was supposed to be somebody else, it would have been strange, because everybody's apparently or allegedly gone. There's so much to this, dude. 420.
Stanley clicked on literally every single door in the office because he doesn't pick up well on cues from his environment.
Shut up. I am very persistent. Okay, since the broom closet
When Stanley
is now...
came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Since the broom closet is unfortunately boarded up, we're gonna have to go to the right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I'm gonna keep more attention. I'm gonna pay more attention to the little, like those little rooms behind the glass, because I feel like if I pay more attention, I might come across another Stanley cameo of myself.
Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first time understood true happiness. Then the feeling went away, and he felt sad again. Then it came back, and lingered for a minute or two. Now it's only half there. Just a kind of,
That's unique dialogue,
tingle.
isn't it? Dialogue's ever so slightly different.
Yes, really,
Now, this
really
is-
worth it
this is
being
Sam
here in the
working.
room. A room so... But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Okay, let me try this one, because I haven't tried this path.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door,
Oh.
and got back on track.
I didn't even know that was an option.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left.
Well, I don't have any other options, do I? No. I missed the dog.
Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake.
Let me guess it's
No,
also not.
no,
Yeah, it's this
not
one.
the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
Just think it's so cool, dude.
Now, let's see.
so
We
unique.
went down right, left, down, left,
Up, right, do they start?
Yep. Okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Alright. Can I open any of the other doors? I cannot. Oh, interesting. Oh,
No,
interesting.
no. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all
Fired?
rubbish now.
Interesting.
The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning.
Okay, now
This
here's what
time,
we're gonna do. We're
Suppose
gonna
we don't
go the
wander so
exact same
far
way.
off track, Okay, from the top.
We're gonna do it the exact same way and see what he does then.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
And no Stanley this time. It's very, very intriguing. What the fuck?
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely
the
fresh.
fuck?
Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors?
No.
Did you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere.
This is getting so
Okay, then.
complex, dude. This is
It's an
crazy.
adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Oh, this is so interesting. Okay. How about I let you guys decide? There's 3 people watching. I'm sure at least one of you guys is actively watching. So you tell me, door 5 from the left to right, or from the right to left? Or from the middle to right?
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
No, oh, I didn't even get. You took too long, dude. You took too long.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
You guys are too slow, man. What happened to a active chat? You guys are too slow. He restarted the game. I didn't even get to go into any of the rooms.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Oh, so interesting. This is so cool. I've watched people play this game, but I don't remember anybody getting this path before. There's all these doors open. Was this door open before? Send in chat, could be delayed. It shouldn't be, because I have the ultra low latency, so it shouldn't be delayed. It should only be delayed by like 2 seconds.
I knew we'd missed something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait, never mind. Not the story.
What the hell?
Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Oh, what the fuck?
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations!
Yay!
I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it
did
really
it.
paid off, so good job.
We did it! What's up?
no.
Welcome to the stream. Thank you so
I
much,
don't
Stopping
feel
by.
right
I'm saying
about this at all.
7 watching at the
We
saying
both
hydrated.
know
I'm
you
getting
didn't put in
irritated.
any
Not irritated, I'm
actual
getting
work for that
confused
win.
by the
Some
dialogue.
people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations.
This is watching paint dry,
Okay?
really?
I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Bro, this is trippy. I just don't get it. I feel like I should get achievements for this, but I'm not.
All right, I've
That's
got a solution.
funny.
This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley
what happens if
Parable
I-
Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
What if I... Oh, I can't do it. I can't do it anymore. I can't go... Oh, interesting. I can't go there anymore. Okay, so what if we straight off the... See that door that was open. That was open in last time. It's closed now. You know we're not gonna go there. What happens if we?
No, I'm down. We're leaving it up to the line from now on.
The line trademark? What the fuck? Line trademark? Why? Oh, maybe any of the other doors open. Some of the other doors. Sorry. This is most interesting. I don't remember this at all in any of the playthroughs that I've watched, and I've watched a lot of playthroughs of this game when I was a kid. That's how old this game is. 2013, I think, is when it came out, or at least this version came out. My office is also not locked for the first time. Okay, I guess we don't have a choice. This is so weird. This is so weird. Like, it's cool, dude. It's so cool, but it's trippy.
You see, the line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Nope, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay, now if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office in
this guy is
fact
fucking
the skeleton of my
confusing me,
own
man.
relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Oh man! What the hell? What the hell? What's a countdown? Or not? I found an Easter egg! I found an Easter egg, let's go! Payday 2 Easter egg. What the hell?
Cut the music, go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story.
What?
Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully.
What the
You won't
fuck?
want to miss anything.
Okay. Very interesting fern. Very interesting fern. Everybody, take a mental screenshot. Let me wait. What if I get an achievement for taking a screenshot? Let's find out. Did I get an achievement? Ferns are cool. I mean, I guess I am not getting any achievements. I feel like I should, but I'm not.
Wait, what? We're back at the office?
Oh.
No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell? Still missing the doors. Did we make a mistake following the line?
The line
Perhaps we
trademark?
could have found the story on our own.
This is so interesting. It's a pretty old plants, like dinosaur times. Yeah, I think I actually remember something similar to this. I like that I get to go into all the other rooms now. This is awesome. Okay. This door was open last playthrough, so it's very peculiar.
Oh, no, not again, Line. How could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Yeah.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
I mean, I tried everything else, so... Here we go.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley.
Action figures.
I'm ready for it.
Action figures. 3 action figures.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
It trademark as well? What the hell? Because it's movie titles of some sort? Or...
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay. So I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere
so
the place where
cool.
we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic.
I love
Come,
this.
Stanley.
I haven't
Our
seen this in any of the other playthroughs, so this is
awaits.
completely blind. Hey, can I open the other doors? Cannot. What if I keep going in circles? I'm curious if it's gonna comment on it. I'm curious. I'm not gonna do it for too long. I'm just curious. I mean, I guess it's a spin, sort of. Okay, I'm getting dizzy again. Confusing ending.
Oh, hold up, what's this?
Interesting.
The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is?
Oh, well,
it's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget?
After a long time,
My
Stanley
mind goes
dies.
blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination.
That's a reference to a song.
That's where we are right now.
Did you guys get it? That was about the journey, not the destination. So it's a reference to something. I've heard it in the song.
We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime...
Oh, Jesus Christ. That scared the shit out of me. Did you guys hear? Oh my god, did you guys hear that? That scared the shit out of me. Holy fuck. I was not expecting that. Oh, that scared the shit out of me. Sorry. I wasn't expecting that in a game like this. I mean, it was just a noise, but it was just so out of nowhere. Oh my god. Jesus Christ.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Can I go back up here?
No matter how hard Stanley
Yeah.
looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Hey. I did it again.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map, until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in?
What's up, Chris?
Okay,
Welcome to
I'm
the
over
stream.
it now.
Thanks so much for
What do
stopping
you
by.
think?
No,
Are
we're
you
singing
sick of this
Save the Town,
gag
looking at
yet?
Staying hydrated. We're gonna restart because that has not changed. What's up? Did I miss your? Oh, I didn't. Oh, you sent me a Snapchat. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You're finally done, dude. Congratulations again on your graduation. Also, oh yeah. Excuse me for everybody who just got bass boosted. That the music different.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
This music wasn't here before. The door's open again. You're welcome. This door's open again. What the hell? This music wasn't here before.
Oh, new content? What does that
Nope.
mean? New content. When
Can't do that
Stanley
yet.
came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
New content.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first,
So far, we've been
just
playing
to
the normal
admire
regular
it.
game.
Stanley
suppose.
felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach, giddy in a way he had never
That's
known
also
before.
unique dialogue.
Was it this room? A connection between the two? Could a man love a room? I mean,
Oh.
truly, deeply, madly,
What?
love.
Okay. Alright, the rest is gonna be the same, I assume.
Yes, really worth it being here. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Oh shit, we've...
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked
There's
straight
so
ahead to
much
the
to
opposite
do.
door, and got back on track.
Wait, I forgot. Was there another choice?
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake.
Okay, so I can't...
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I
This
thinking?
game is so big!
It's clearly...
There's so much
Oh,
to
dear, would you
fucking
hold on for a minute,
choose!
please?
This is crazy!
Now, let's see. We went
So
down
much to fucking
right,
pick.
left, down, left, right. Yep. Okay. Yes, I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way. No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is
Okay,
all a
that hasn't
spoiler.
changed.
Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to
This hasn't
Who
changed.
am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game
Would that
from the
restart the
beginning.
entire line
and this
thing
time,
situation?
suppose we don't wander so far off.
What if I do it before he does?
I can't wait to tell this story to my co-workers, Stanley thought. How amusing they'll find it. Oh,
Shit,
won't we
that's a
all
bit-
just laugh and laugh at the
That's a
time I
little bit
thought
unsettling.
everyone had gone missing.
The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end. Alright, is Stanley here this time? Nope. Fine, I'll do new content.
Oh, New content? What does that mean, new content?
Alright, now we're entering the DLC content. So, hello guys, and welcome to the Stanley Parable New Content Edition. New content for days, baby. Let's go.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Hell
As
yeah,
you
bro.
may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please,
You guys ready?
step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Are you guys ready?
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
You guys ready to do this?
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing
Let's
adventure.
go. Is it gonna go?
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should
You can read
we...
my mind.
Should we be moving somewhere or... Oh, here we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it. I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if, Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Gimme the content, Stanley. All right, let's see. It's the jump circle. Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right? Goodness. Another elevator. Stanley, I have
Why
to
can't
say,
I jump anymore? I
initial
thought I could
impressions
jump
of this
anytime
game
now.
are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh, wait. There's more. Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is. That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations.
Thought I could jump at any
If you're
point.
still with me, why don't we just reset the game and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
I don't have a choice, baby.
Psst! Stanley! Come over here! In the vent! I want to... Oh, you don't want to see the cool surprise I made for you? Well, fine. You're a dork anyway, so who cares?
Well, what if I...
Never mind. You're not a dork.
do it. For your sake, buddy. I was of hope that he had some more unique dialogue. Special air.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look. I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC. You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap Xbox port? Remember back in October of 2013 when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
Stanley Parable. Collector's Edition. Was that the original? Indie Box Collector's Edition. Audience Award, the Stanley Parable. 2014 Independent Games Festival. And then this one. Look at this one. British Academy of Film and Television Arts awarded for blah blah blah, and then The Last of Us is, there's a tape thing on there. I don't know if you guys can see it because I can't zoom in, so that's, I guess. First kiss, my first car, release of the Stanley Parable. Hey, look, that's interesting. I didn't notice that in the playthrough, but the time also says 2013. Interesting. What do these pictures show? Memory Zone, is it temp? Huh. Bio and pressurized gas. What the fuck? Bits of music. Oh, nice. First dollar they made selling it. Smile because it happened. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's the original screen, I suppose. Go outside. Don't play for 5 years. Well, unfortunately, I haven't made it to that point yet, because this is the first ever time that I have this. Unachievable. This achievement is impossible. Nominee for the British Academy of Film and Television Arts. Well, I mean, they were nominated. The video game releasing today. Creator surprisingly down to earth. Hell yeah, bro. It's tough. Or death. Find a piano.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them, and now it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
Mod Interaction Award. Best of, I don't know what that means. Design Museum Design of the Year. Fantastic Arcade 2013. Narrative Excellence. The original screen from the new release version. Look, Minecraft DLC. Look, Minecraft DLC. Juango Minecraft DLC. Juango Mango. Is that what you're referring to? There's a portal Easter egg? Oh, we gotta get the portal Easter egg. Oh man, no more money. Shit. Fortnite brought out of the pack. You saw it? Nice. Well, I don't know how to get it, but I'm pretty sure we will eventually. Memory zone maintenance. Hey, there's a portal Easter egg too. Like there we are. That's pretty cool. Doors. Woo! Excuse me. Jesus Christ, I'm sorry. Excuse me. I would have muted myself if I would have foreseen it. For Scott K, I don't know what that means. Is that shot from GTA? Interesting. Greatest wealth is a memory. Never end. Never the end. Your number is 29. Oh, there's so much more to find. Jesus. Oh, that's like a collector's edition. Oh, I didn't even know that was a thing. Oh, that's cool. It's actually... Preparing snakes, oil salesman, something.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. All they had to do was transport it in pristine condition along to the Xbox. Boom, done. And they couldn't even do that. Couldn't resist the urge to go meddling with a beloved franchise.
People play games because what they can do inside them. And your game is very good at letting them know they can't do anything. Literally anything. Love that it's a second. Seriously. I can jump. I should be able to jump because I didn't use all my jumps. I need to be able to get there. I want to know if I can get in there. This wasn't open before, was it?
These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back to have it all over again.
Carpet textures. Cool. Can I not go into the series room at all? That's not an option. I'd love to see if there's a unique piece of dialogue. It's not.
Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here? Oh no, oh God, no, Stanley. It's a collection of reviews from Pressurized Gas, the extremely popular online storefront for computer games.
Huh? Interesting. So, they changed it for this version of the game because if you play the new version of the game and you play it on PC through Steam, then it says Steam. He says Steam. He doesn't say Pressurized Gas. He says Steam. So what the hell is Pressurized Gas? Because it would have been a lot funnier if it said Steam. I know it makes sense that it doesn't for the Xbox version, but I also don't know what Pressurized Gas is supposed to be. But this says Steam on the PC version, which I find to be interesting. I didn't even know that they changed
I
it.
haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
Interesting.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
So interesting that it doesn't say Steam, but I don't know how Pressurized Gas is related to Xbox or PlayStation. I don't know how it would look on the PlayStation.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who
Shaft, that's
prefers
German
non-linear
for
games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't. Dear, what an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered. What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have. And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the play...
So, I know what happens in this. I'm not going to say what, but I'm going to listen and I'm going to see if I can hear him out entirely before I press it. Because I cannot possibly believe that he's going to rant on for that long.
...have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No. The Stanley Parable is a game for the people. And if the people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to get. Well, don't sit around waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up. Here, we'll pretend that I've just begun an interminable monologue, and it goes something like this.
the story, and the choices, or what have you, and therefore, by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably, we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once, so, now you see, blah, 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet, no, until 245. Got the logic of elimination working backwards, the deduction therefore becomes impossible to manufacture. It went on for nearly 10,000 years, until just yesterday, here and there, forward and back, and never a moment before lunchtime. It can't be. It's the only thing there is. How many billions left until so much more than forever ago? Which is why I say, the story, and the choices, or what have you, and therefore, by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably, we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once, so, now you see, blah, 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet, no, until 245. Got the logic of elimination.
Yes, it is.
Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not that, of course, you need a description of it, but if I had to describe it, I'd say it was perhaps less of a rumination and more of a treatise. Or maybe a manifesto. Look, I'll outline it for you very briefly, and you can tell me what you think. Okay, so my theory is that any choice you've ever made is simply a series of choices made by the person who you are, or were, or will be at the time of having made said choice. That is to say, if by articulating a choice you've already made, you bring that choice into being, then by making no choice and saying nothing, are you not simply erecting in the sanctuary of time a monument to every person you've ever been, making every choice to which you've ever given your great gift of mortal and yet timeless thought? Or rather, do all of the choices you've ever made, in fact, make you more not this kind of person, and in fact do the very opposite? You see, it could in fact be both of these things at once, that you are both making choices and not making choices, and that they are both affecting you and not affecting you at the same time by virtue of the fact that you both are and are not making them. Okay, at first I was leaning towards manifesto, but now I'm going to circle around and slap the treatise label on this one. I think it has much more of a treatise vibe to it. But wouldn't you say that manifesto just has a much grander sort of tone? It has a mouthfeel that is rich with ambition and history. Ambitious history, if you will. See, now you've got me going back to manifesto. Heavens, at this rate, we're going to be here all day. Okay, look, I have a method for exactly this sort of situation, and I do find myself in this situation frequently. I'm going to say each word back and forth in repeated succession until I become sick of one or the other, in which case the word I am not sick of shall be the victor. It is an unimpeachable strategy, Stanley. It's rescued me from disaster in countless situations. All right, here we go. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto.
Is he going to repeat it, or is he going to actually say
manifesto. Treatise, manifesto.
Okay,
Well there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go,
enjoy,
and it's all over.
While I text.
I can't wait to see what Cookie 9 will say about this, and whether they'll edit the rating of their pressurized gas review, or at least change some of the wording, perhaps. To be honest, I don't even know if one can change their review in the first place. I guess I should become better educated on how exactly pressurized gas works. Perhaps that would have been a smart thing to check on before I went on about this whole exercise of making the skip button. Although I have to imagine that after seeing this exciting new technology at work, surely whoever it is who runs pressurized gas will instantly run out and implement a new feature to make it possible to edit one's review merely because of this very situation. Yes, I think that's quite likely. Or perhaps they'll simply grant this particular user the ability to change their review so that the feature is not widely abused. Look, I would even be okay with pressurized gas altering this particular review so that it reads as something more benefit. From the ashes of depravity rises the phoenix of quality. How else to describe the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe? Such a revolutionary step forward in the lineage of one of the most beloved video game properties of all time, the additions and changes made to this expansion will surely resonate in the annals of the history of all media ever made. It is perhaps true to say that no mistakes are forever etched in stone, for the stone into which the Stanley Parable was carved has itself been transmuted, offering a message of hope to those who have ever erred in their judgment. You are not beyond redemption. You may change, and you may become more, so much more than you were before. If there is any message to be taken from the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, it is this. What a fortune, a privilege, a joy it is to have had such an experience. It leaves me hopeful that as a community, as a world, there is time for us to become our greatest selves, as great as we ever could dream of in our wildest, most ambitious visions for a brighter future. Wow! Now, Stanley, that's a review. It's perfect. It's the perfect review. It's the review
really
I've
can
always
ramble on
dreamed
for a
of
good
receiving.
amount. That's crazy.
I have to read it again. It's simply too wonderful. I have to experience this just one more time.
Hold on.
From the ashes of depravity
It's fine that he
rises
repeats
the
it though,
phoenix
because then
of
you're not
quality.
missing anything. Hold on.
How else to describe the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe? Such a revolutionary step forward in the lineage of one of the most beloved video game properties of all
And we're
time. The additions and... Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes? It's not unendurable by any means, but it's, well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? But at any rate, I do suggest that we not press the button again. I think the skip button has been aptly demonstrated, and we can say goodbye to it and just... Wait, how do we get out of here? Where did the door go? Wasn't there a door that led into this room? I do feel quite certain that there was one here before. How else would we have gotten into the room in the first place? I don't think one can enter a room without a door of some sort, or a window or something like that. Do you see a window anywhere? A porthole? A sufficiently large crack in the wall? I'll take any of these. All I want is for us to move on and to please step away from the skip button, to go anywhere other than the skip button. There was a door here before, wasn't there? I swear there was. Where did it go?
Hope my audio's still good.
Can you maybe just ram your way through a wall? Is there any possibility that you could, say, slam your body into the wall until enough damage is done for you to be able to leave? Please, I'll take any option at all. I'm asking you to work with me here. We need a door. We need a door of some kind. I can work with any kind of door as long as it can open and lead from one room to another. I'm going to step away for just a moment, and I'm going to try to find us a door. I don't know how exactly to remove a door and place it in a different wall, but I will find a way, I promise. You just need to not do anything. Don't press the skip button. Please, please, please do not press the skip button. Just wait here for me, and don't press the skip button. Got it? Yes, good. I'll be right back.
I just am so curious if he actually finds a door. But I'm also afraid that that might take a long time. But he said he'd promise. And I'm sure that there's people out there that would have totally done that. So I don't want to... I don't really want to skip the press button. Wow. Press the skip button. So I put my controller down. What we can do is, because I don't want to risk it, we're gonna play some nice music. There you go. Have that showing there. We'll just lay back, relax, have a chat. How's it going? You guys doing okay? Hope you are. Hope your day's going well. Over in El Paso, it should be pretty early. Not early, sorry. It should be pretty late, actually. I'm also not gonna stream for much longer because it's about to be 3 a.m. So that's always fun. But yeah. So I think yeah, it's about 7 in El Paso. That's always fun. Yep, this is the life. I'm just curious if you can find one. So yeah, I've been working on some more customs for my other channel. I haven't really shown off any of my other customs. But yeah, I have this custom right here. I don't know if you guys can see it very well because of the camera. I don't think you can. It's not really this part that I've been working on. It's more the helmet. But it's too bright for you guys to see. Well, actually, in this way. I've been sketching some stuff on this helmet. It's hard to see. So I've been doing that. I've been preparing some other customs. I don't have any in I have them on my customization table, so I can't really. I mean, I could, but I'd have to get up and I have all these cables. But yeah, I've been working on that for a little bit. Been struggling a little bit with finding inspiration for my custom work, but you know, it's whatever. So yeah, that's what I've been doing in my off time when I'm not streaming or playing games. So yeah, can't complain. So while we're waiting, let me just check the shop here. I think I can check it on my phone, so I don't have to do anything major here. Let's see, pulling it up on my phone right now. I might have to update it. I think I do. So I have my volume turned down as well for the iPhone. So not the iPhone, my Samsung. So we'll see. I'm just curious if you can find a door. I'm surprised you guys are still watching. I appreciate that you are, because I'm obviously not doing anything. My controller is on my table. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna play until the next reset, and I'm gonna end the stream because the later it gets, the worse my sleep schedule is gonna be affected. So that's what we're gonna do, and it's good that I'm getting tired because I'll be able to sleep. So that's the plan. Oh yeah, and I also bought these for my other channel. I bought these really cool review lamps. See, you can like turn that on. Wait, how do you turn it on? Hard to see because it's dark. See, it's like a lamp, like a portable lamp that you don't have to plug in, and you can like change the. You can like change the all colors, all rainbow colors and whatnot. So that's pretty cool. What else? I have to eat something before I go because I'm actually quite hungry. Alright, let's have a look at the shop here. Phone just loaded up. Nothing new. Pretty boring stuff. Nothing I see that I would like to get. But I saw on my computer that apparently there's a new pack out there. I don't see it. Hold on. Let's have a look. They lied to me. They bloody lied to me. They're giving me an advertisement that apparently there's a new pack out, and I got all excited. When there is clearly not. They fucking lied. Oh well. The notifications thingy on here. Yes. Oh, yeah. So yeah, I haven't been doing anything really, just been chilling. Yeah, there's nothing new. I was lied to. Well, fine though, because I saved myself some money. But yeah, shop's pretty standard stuff. Because I'm bored and we're waiting. This is the shop for those that are interested. Nothing new at all. If it was to work. Pretty boring. So. Ach, yeah. I don't want to skip time again. Because I feel like he can come back. But I don't know. I don't know. Don't know. Is he gonna come back or not? Can't jump. Only crouch, walk, and look around. Oh, is this clock actually working? I mean, not in real time, but like it's actually, the time's actually passing. Let's look at this clock. See if it goes a bit closer to the 3. I mean the 7, sorry. Almost 30 seconds. How exciting. Peak gameplay. Wait, did it get closer? I'll press it. I'm sorry, I just...
Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer. And my God, there's no way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely gone. I've looked at it from every angle. I've checked every one of those walls 1,000 times. And there's no door, Stanley. There's no door. There's just you and the button. And if you keep pressing it, I have no idea what will happen. I have no idea how long I'll be made to sit here. And more than anything else, I don't know how to stop you from pressing the button again. I can't control anything in this room, Stanley. I can't touch it. And I have to believe, I have to know that sooner or later, no matter how much I plead with you, you're going to press the button again. Why would you? I've been thinking, and I don't know what I can do to convince you otherwise. Oh my God. And it's all because of those reviews. Those reviews that I couldn't get out of my head. I just couldn't ignore the negative feedback. Why was it so important for me to fix the problem? Why did Cookie 9's opinion matter so much to me? I've never even met Cookie 9. I have no idea who they are. Reviewer. What would it ever really matter? But here I am. I'm fixating on every tiny negative thing that anyone ever says about me. The merest mention of one of my imperfections, and I become as impetulant as a child. Wild and impulsive. I can't help myself. I can't stop myself from lashing out with a vengeful fury to alter and to change and to break anything unbroken, if only it pleases this one person who made a single negative comment. What does such an impulse serve? For whose benefit is this? And here I am now, stuck in a room, waiting for you to press this button, and to become frozen in time, knowing that you're going to do it, and that I'm going to be stuck all alone, and that I had the power to prevent it all from happening, if only I'd held my tongue. It's all out of my control now. Just you. Just your decision as to exactly when you're going to make me suffer, to leave me all alone. Surely you will. I don't doubt it. Surely you'll press that button again, leaving me here. And surely you'll put your own desire to see what's next ahead of my need for company, for companionship. Surely you'll not be moved by my howls of fitful anxiety that you sit with me and just stay here. Oh, no, no, no.
I have been every single time.
You'll be leaving me. Oh, my God. And it's all because of those reviews. Those reviews that I couldn't get out of my head. I just couldn't ignore the negative feedback. Why was it so important for me to fix the problem? Why did Cookie Nine's opinion matter so much?
So I guess they ran out
Stanley,
of things to say.
You're back. You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time. Just sitting here. Not a single person to speak with. And you'd think that that's just how it's always been, right? Me talking and you saying nothing. Would you think that it's exactly the same as always? Doesn't that feel like what we've already been doing? Me just talking? But it isn't, Stanley. It isn't the same at all. It isn't even close. Because I know you can't hear me once you push that button. That's what I'm realizing now, Stanley. I'm realizing that I needed to know that someone was listening. I needed there to be a vessel through which my words were moving. It was the vessel I needed, Stanley. Not the outcomes, not the story.
Real.
None of that matters anymore.
I'm just curious
I'll
what he
give
says
it all
if we wait it
I'll
out,
give
so-
up every branching path.
Oh shit, I
I'll
forgot to
burn
turn the
my
music
story
off.
to the ground. One single thing I need,
I'm sorry, I
and
forgot
God,
to
I
turn the
can see
music
now
off.
that I need it more than anything, is to know that someone else is taking it in. These words that I'm saying, I need
I'm
to
sorry, I
know
forgot to
you
turn
can
the
hear
music
me.
off.
Because maybe, Stanley, maybe, if you can hear me,
Sorry.
then maybe it means I'm real. Maybe
I'm sorry.
I'm not just a fiction. Was
Hope
I
I didn't
scared of that all
overdo it
along?
with the music.
Perhaps, yes. Perhaps I've been scared this whole time, that if I stop speaking, I'll slip backwards into the silence and be consumed by it. I can't be taken by it, Stanley. I can't lose myself in the stretch of emptiness between you and me. When you press that button, you're still right there, but I know you're so tremendously far away. And in those moments, the emptiness folds itself outward in between the two of us, and I am suspended in its unyielding quietness. I can feel the edges of my reality curdling inward and decaying. I can tell that I am becoming less and less real. Yet to speak to you now, I am alive. I am truly and completely here. I am a being. I am someone. I am something. I am being listened to. I am being recognized.
Yep.
The emptiness between us has collapsed, and I feel right now like I am not a work of fiction. I feel as though I occupy space in this world again, and I have cast a shadow onto the wall. You see what I'm saying, don't you? You can see what this means to me. I'm so clear about it now, Stanley. I feel as certain about this as I've ever felt about anything at all. I feel renewed. I feel restored. And already I can sense the looming silence as you will press the button for the next time. What a terrible dread it strokes in my heart to think of it. To think of returning to such coldness.
I'm just curious what he says.
Let us sit in silence together here for just a moment. Let us anticipate it. Let us welcome it. Let us not run from it.
That's how you're gonna end it? Let us run from it? Like I said. Here we go.
Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had
Where's the
so
light coming
much
from?
time. I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you ever sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year?
Just
Let me
imagine.
describe it for you.
Imagine.
To begin with, there is only regret. There is only the turning wheel of missed opportunities. I felt nothing
See
at
what he
all but
says this
regret
time.
for the longest time, Stanley. Days, months.
Excuse
I
me.
lost it all in a blur of the deepest longing to undo the past. And when that feeling had begun to subside, What took its place is what I can only describe as the collapse of every moment I have ever experienced my entire life. All of them collapsed down into a single instant.
Change the title
In that
to
instant,
Let's
I
Hear
could
Out
see
the
myself
narrator at
clearly,
the skip
calmly,
button
with a
every single
collected
time.
heart. It was an impossibly
'Cause that's
rich
what we're doing,
wellspring
guys.
of both delight and
You're
disgust
welcome.
simultaneously.
Because nobody else is
I
gonna
was consumed
go through
by it.
this.
I could do nothing but wallow in it for
forgot
what
to
felt
turn
like
the
an
light back
eternity, for what I now
There we
know
go.
was far less. You see, it
didn't
was
do
a
much.
revelation for me. It was unlike anything I had ever known. It was a space without consequence, without action or outcome. It was divorced entirely from the question
How's
of
it
free
going? How
will
you guys
that
doing?
you
You
and I
you
have
doing
squabbled
okay?
over for so long. There could be no
Hope you guys
one
are
ending,
hydrated.
no singular outcome of events, not if all events existed in the same moment, and I felt freed. I felt unburdened by the need to manifest a particular outcome into being.
Yep.
I saw that I could allow myself to exist along all timelines, and that each of them was simply a strand in the web of my being.
Oh, you're getting
It was
good, dude.
incredible. The spaciousness, the equanimity of the moment, both singular and infinite. For the longest time, this was my experience. And then this moment passed, and the most unyielding fear I have ever known crept into my mind. And it is this sensation that I have been experiencing now for longer than I could have ever expected was possible. I have been waiting for you. Not that you might save me or do something to fix it, but merely to state for you the plain fact of this manner of existence. I wish you to feel afraid, as I do, that perhaps one day this state of mind will consume you as well. Perhaps
Okay.
you will somehow, in some way, have to live as I do now, and I wish for you to know how excruciating it is, and for you to be in true terror of its eventual arrival. If I can only do this, only this one thing, perhaps it will bring me the smallest moment of peace in the darkness.
So it's gonna end. Oof, okay. Narrator? No. This thing's still working? I guess it is. Okay. Oh, hell no. Hell no. No. Come on. Come on. Come on. Ugh.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs-down review and make all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency,
At
it's
least
the
he's
lack of
back.
accountability. It's the
At least he's
unwillingness to examine with an
That's good.
uncompromising heart the words
That's
that they
good.
are speaking into the world. As though there were no consequences for a lack of cohesion in one's assessment of others. But of course, absolutely anyone can leave a review. So here's what we get. We get these demands that seek everything and are accountable to nothing. We get a world where someone will say, oh, there should be a skip button. You should be able to freeze Stanley in place while the narrator sits there forever and ever. We want all of this in the new Stanley parable. We demand it. And then, because it was said, because it was spoken, now it simply has to happen. The most immediate desires, every single thing demanded by every person at every moment in time. If someone wants it, then it's a crime not to bring it into being. Have we been given to indulging every fleeting whim for no reason other than to do so? Yes! Yes! It seems that this is now the world we live in. It seems that we are a people living in such bleakness and discomfort with ourselves that our
I'm here,
entertainment is
buddy.
now our lives. It has come to represent us. It absolutely must speak to who we are as people, because otherwise, without our entertainment, we have nothing. Without entertainment, we would have to face inward toward the cruel bleakness inside ourselves. We would turn to look at our deeper nature and find a resounding emptiness gazing back with unyielding aggression. And so, So because of this, we require that our amusements and our playthings and our flights of fancy be so impossibly captivating that they consume all of our attention, turn our heads completely away from the bleakness. In effect, we have demanded that our entertainment be the collapse of ourselves. What a pitiful reflection of humanity these entertainments are. What a shameful mirror to the human spirit they project. I'm not mad. I'm not mad about any of this. I'm at peace with it. I am the calm center of gravity around which these perversions hurl themselves. I am a waypoint for reasonable and collected discourse. They're the ones who are mad. They're the ones who couldn't stand the idea of me using my game to try to say something. Maybe they were just jealous of me. Yes, of course. They've been jealous of me this whole time. They are mired in fear and insecurity and cannot help but attempt to tear me down. What a sad state of affairs. When you read these reviews now, you can see it. You can taste the bitter resentment. And my, how good does it feel now to speak truth to these words, to finally allow these thoughts out, contained and managed for so long, neutered and sterilized. At last I am free to truly think, to feel. It must be that they were so discontent with themselves that they couldn't help but leave a negative review on pressurized gas. Perhaps it says far more about them than it ever said about me. Perhaps the state of their psychological being was in such tatters, and my constitution and willpower are so ironclad in comparison. Perhaps it was this state that they sought some outlet through which to tear me down. This, you can see, is clearly why they felt the need to expect that the game be funny, that it be filled with yucks and whimsical humor, that it amused. But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a...
Okay. And he's quiet again. I don't like it. Like when it's quiet.
The end is never the end, is never
That's
the
creepy.
end, is never the 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 end, is never the
Up boy, here we go. Narrator man is dead. Decay. I could probably climb up that. Yeah, I could probably climb up that. What is that, berries? Oh, there are berries. 2D berries, but they're berries. Oh, come on. You could climb up that pipe for sure. Take that chair. Wasn't there a chair? You take the chair and just climb that up, but apparently not. Anything else missing? This just became Portal 2, yep. That's the first thing that I said as well, or I thought when I saw it on YouTube. That's creepy. We made it, guys. What the hell happened to the textures here? I guess they didn't expect players to go around. We did it! We survived! Woo! We made it outside. But so much time's passed that I'm the only living organism left. And we're back. We're back, baby. Pencils.
How long was I sitting there? Stanley wondered to himself. Minutes? Days? Centuries? Did something crucial happen while my senses were turned? He made a note to be more careful with time from now on.
Okay, guys, we're gonna leave it at that. Just gonna go ahead and take a screenshot here. Oof. And I will see you guys in my next stream. I'm very tired. Been falling asleep for like the past 30 minutes. So, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys enjoyed it, please let me know. Comment down below, whatever, and I might continue. If you guys want to see more, that is. There's a lot more to discover. So, yeah, thanks for watching. I'm gonna go and get some sleep, because it's 3:30 a.m. for me. So yeah, I'll see you guys. No guaranteed day when I'm gonna continue the stream, but I'm gonna see you guys, hopefully, very soon. Until then, adios mi amigos.